For those of you not familiar with it, by the way, the Mysterium Xerxes is a plot coupon that figures pretty heavily in Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. It is basically a handy guide to all things Daedric, including opening portals between, this world and Oblivion. It is, to put it mildly, well, breaking character for a second. If I remember correctly, the designer's notes for the Mysterium Xerxes from Oblivion basically say that one of the characters who gets it should react as though you'd handed him a kilo of raw plutonium. It's that kind of danger.
Hey friend, over here!
Hi, Everly. How stupid are you about to be?
You made it! I'm glad you're here. I wasn't looking forward to facing Rena alone. Not after what we found out.
Good, because I'm going to stab her, probably.
Yeah, I spotted her in the main hall. Look, I've been thinking. Since Farrell, Lupus, and Rena weren't totally honest with me, I might as well use an intermediary of my own.
Of
Plus,
course.
something's not right about all this.
What do you mean,
Will you talk to Rena for me?
What do you mean something's not right?
I'm not sure, but I want to keep watch. I've had the feeling that someone's been following me since I arrived in Riften. I might be acting like a cracked acorn, but better safe than sorry, right?
It's a little late to acquire a sudden attack of common sense, Everly. Personally, I would not have brought the book within 100 miles of this place, and I would have shanked the contact the moment you met. Hello? Anyone seen a freaky Daedric cultist? Ah, there you are. Right.
Yes? Is there something I can help you with?
You can start by bleeding, and you can finish by telling me what's going on with the Longhouse Emperors. No?
Really?
No. Wonderful.
She found Farrell's book? Oh, that's wonderful news. But why is Everly standing way over there? And why are you talking to me instead of her? What's this all about, stranger?
Can I stab her? It's going to save so much trouble if I can just stab her immediately.
Not completely honest. Just what are you implying? Is Everly attempting to change the terms of our deal? Farrell offered a fair price for what he asked her to do.
Okay, well, we found out some background that changed things a little.
Quiet. If certain ears heard those words, our lives wouldn't be worth a hawker's blister. I suppose it's time for Everly to meet Farrell. We have a house here in Riften, around the corner from the bank. Just knock 2 times or he won't respond.
Fair enough. Can I stab her? Please?
This is sounding more and more like an investigative Vale novel all the time.
Uh-huh.
Let's find Rena's house. I want to finally meet Farrell Lupus in person, so he can tell me everything he knows about the Emperor's secret.
Yeah.
Fallacy. Clearly magic obtains its strength and form from nature, as proposed by...
Nonsense.
And we'll leave the mages to it. Do. Look, Everly, I realise you're still carrying the book, and I have already expressed my opinions as to the sense of having this book, frankly, on the same province as these guys, never mind the same town, and certainly never mind the same building, but, yeah. Fine. Knock.
That doesn't sound good. Hurry, let's get inside.
Yes. Right, okay, so tension on 1. Click out of number 1. Click out of number 2. Binding on 3. Up. Click out of 3. Click out of 4. And click out of 5. And... Okay. Farrell. Right. This is a problem. Oh, Triff. Why are my colleagues on the job?
Farrell? No. Oh, Rena. I'm so sorry.
Somebody hired the Black Hat to do this guy in, and I'm not sure I shouldn't finish the job. Although I am somewhat annoyed that nobody let me know there was a gig on this guy. Ugh.
Oh, Farrell! I told him to forget about the past, but did he listen? No!
Okay, he's been murdered. Right, spill it.
You know about that? Maybe. Probably. Farrell never told me a lot about his time serving the Emperor, but I knew it was on his mind recently. That's why he hired Everly. He said he wanted to make things right.
And proceeding to unearth a lot of things that should have stayed firmly earthed was making things right. Okay, so aside from the fact that this is a Black Hand hit, or at least somebody's trying to make it look like a Black Hand hit.
A sheet of... Oh, gods. That's
Yes.
the sign of the Dark Brotherhood. They assassinated my poor Farrell, and all because of something that should have stayed buried with the damn Longhouse Emperors.
I feel obliged to point out that I did not know about this writ, and I feel somewhat aggrieved that someone has cut me out of a payment.
Then I guess you've reached a dead end. Farrell never told me much, just that he needed the book he sent Everly to find. That he had to correct a terrible mistake. He also mentioned that Leovic told him things, but he never got into specifics.
Okay, well, I'm sorry he's dead, and it sounds like... Well, I probably didn't misjudge the guy, but hey, he's either incredibly naive or he pulled the wool over your eyes as well, or you're trying to pull the wool over my eyes. Hey, let's just let the paranoia run from there. So, book.
I don't care about the book. I want nothing to do with it. If the Dark Brotherhood thinks I know anything, they'll come after me. And you as well.
Funny you should say that.
You should forget about Farrell and Leovic and that book. Forget about them and go far, far away.
Oh, you have no idea how right that comment may turn out to be. Right, so, spill anything that you remember, particularly anything that seems trivial.
You know, things. State secrets, I suppose. Hidden dreams, wild desires.
Uh-huh.
Farrell helped raise the Emperor. They were close. Or as close as the most powerful man in the world and his steward can be.
Well, with some emperors...
Farrell mentioned another secret.
Okay, the 4 ambitions by any chance?
Ambitions. No, I don't recall any mention of that.
No? Oh,
Farrell
sod.
didn't say much. Just referred to something as the secret of the Longhouse Emperors.
Aha.
I got the feeling it had something to do with Daedra worship.
It did.
And some sort of weapons.
Yep, the cultists
all I
mentioned
know.
those as well. Fine.
Come on, let's talk outside. I'll meet you out back under the dock.
Just let me have a look around this place first. I don't think we'll find anything. It looks like whoever hit the place was pretty thorough. Why is that marked? Oh, right. Turns out there was another way in.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh well. Lockpicking XP is always useful, I suppose. Right. Everly, hi.
What do you think? Did the Dark Brotherhood really assassinate Farrell Lupus?
I can
Is
ask.
this book he sent me to retrieve really that important?
Yes.
I'm not sure what we should do next, so if you have any ideas, I can't wait to hear them.
Well, I know some people. I can ask around, see if there was a writ out on Farrell. And find out why I wasn't cut in on the deal, but... anyhow, let's see what we've
That
got.
about sums it up. Plus the dreams I've been having. Ever since I found that book, I've been having the most strange and disturbing dreams.
Details?
Nothing specific. I'm always someplace. A forest, a town. Then the ground starts to shake or fire erupts all around me. Once the place was flooded by a deluge of water. And there are always 4 animals watching from a nearby hill.
Okay, so presumably allegorical for the 4 ambitions.
A huge boar, a fox, and a pair of identical rams. Weird, huh? You know, I'm attributing the dreams to the book. but it could be something I ate.
No,
My diet has been all over the place these past few weeks.
not unless you've been going vegetarian on me. Wood elves are meant to be strictly carnivorous, for the record.
Oh,
They're elf.
the scary Daedra lady is back.
She's fine.
This will get you nowhere, Elf. Come, little mortal. I have information.
Okay.
Say thank you, little mortal. I have read the ensorcelled scroll, and I know where we need to go next on our quest to learn Leovic's secret.
Hooray!
Unless, that is, you and the elf discovered something in the coded documents.
No, but she's probably got the Mysterium Xarxes in her backpack. This is something I feel I should be mentioning. Oh, also the steward's been murdered by the Dark Brotherhood, who I am going to have words with. You think they'd at least give me a shot at it?
The assassins who follow Mafala?
No.
Or are they the ones who serve the Void?
Yeah, that one.
No matter. My information actually concerns the secret we seek to uncover.
Hooray.
According to the ensorcelled scroll, there is another cache annex beneath the Imperial City.
Ah, great. There are lots of things beneath the Imperial City. Mostly it's sewers and various other unpleasantries, but go on.
Yes, hidden in the Imperial sewers.
Why did I open my mouth?
I will open a portal that will get you close to the annex, but you will need to deal with the wards. For all their reverence of the Daedra, these Longhouse Emperors certainly went out of their way to keep us out.
What can I say? Apparently they knew who they were dealing with. Alright, let's hit the sewers.
Not me, little mortal. I have no intention of slogging through the muck and the sludge when you are more than capable of handling that. I shall catch up to you after you have dealt with the wards. Go on now, and take the wood elf with you.
Daedra.
Another portal? Don't Daedra have flying horses or something?
Yes, but they attract arrows. Come on. Besides, how are you going to get a flying horse into the Imperial sewers? And flame action.
So these are the Imperial sewers. Fancy.
Yeah, the flame atronachs are not a normal thing, but I suppose it does guarantee that there's not going to be any serious fermentation going on. I suppose it makes sense that the waking flame would be a flame atronach summoning cult. That actually makes a disturbing amount of sense.
Like the Order of the Waking Flame got here first. Damn.
Yep. Slippy, slippy, slip. Stab. And stand clear of the blast. Huzzah. Right, onwards we go. Little hop over here, little slip over here. And they're both dead. Okay. Oop. Sneaky, sneaky, sneak, sneaky, sneaky, sneak, sneaky, sneaky, sneak.
The ward's down. The cultists must be inside.
Well, that's nice, Everly. If you don't mind, we're a little busy. Okay. Yoink, grab, and ward. Ah! Here we are. At least that bit was simple. Right, search for clues to Leovic's secret.
Go slow. Let's not alert the cultists until absolutely necessary.
I'd say tell that to Mr. Happy here, but I think we've been dropped into individual instances. Okay, well, slow, careful, and stabby is what we do.
And it's still warded.
God damn it, would you keep your voice down? He says, having been talking at a normal pace for the last couple. Disastrix, eh? Well, that's certainly a novel voice. Right. In the back.
Treasures belong to the Order of the
Reach
Waking
her
Flame.
and stab. How you doing? And she's down. Oh, and we do have friends. They're really loose on the pocket change. Okay, pop this ward. Okay, what have we got? Glorious Days. My fist man with the reach from Decor as Black Drake. Now leaves the endless work. The 4 ambitions of Mercury's Day gone. That's speaking as though they're that's because they're individuals or entities rather than objects. We'll perform our tasks and wait for the day when the 5 planets are carried out. And Mehrunes Dagon will claim his due. That's not ominous at all.
The Longhouse Emperors really did it. They made a deal with Mehrunes Dagon.
Yeah, because that never goes wrong. Ooh, map. Looks like a map of Stonefolds. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Okay, there's number 2 and a Devastator Varaway. Well.
Another sacrifice for Lord Dagon!
Well, what did you just okay, that looks like trouble. Heavy attack. Ultimate. Don't stand in the red circle. Come on, down you go. Thank you. And now, okay, well, he had a bit more pocket change on him. Okay, cache number 2. The Journal of Emperor Leovic. My father, my grandfather started me. If the bars of there. Okay, here are the people who have part of the puzzle, though only my student leader of the Order of the Waking Flame know the entire truth, and even they aren't privy to the changes. The 4 ambitions aren't ready yet. I'll use shrine this annex to appeal. If I fail, then you will have to deal with the others and determine where I move the ambitions. I cannot then fall into Varen's hands. So, Farrell is dead. That leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Emperor Leovic wrote that.
Yeah.
But it's not in code. If those councillors know the secret, their lives are in danger.
Yeah, I should point out that they're mostly in danger from me. But that's besides the point. Right, Devastator Findronelle. Excuse me. You know, I could just yank that and walk away, but you know what? Breach, ambush, and med stabby. No, should I be standing in the green? Come on. I'm assuming that the... yes, the green is actually helpful. And she's dead. Right, now, where were we? Okay, this document describes the original which commune directly with Mehrunes Dagon.
The cult's trying to contact Mehrunes Dagon. Let's find that shrine.
Show me where to find your 4 ambitions.
Oops.
Step through the portal and prove your worth to the Lord of Fire and Flood.
That's bad.
That cracked acorn is stepping into oblivion?
And we're following him.
Lord Dagon.
Look, behind the statue. A portal. Come on.
Okay. Because this is... Actually, this might actually be the dumbest thing I've ever done in my ESO career. And it's a fairly...
Don't believe it. Is this really oblivion?
Yep. Nice place to visit, but you really wouldn't want to come here.
I think he named this place the Deadlands. Looks more like the really hot ones to me.
That's an appalling pun, and generally because mortals that come here tend to end up dead.
This is really a Daedric plane? I've never been to Oblivion before.
Ah.
The spinners told stories about Mehrunes Dagon. Called his realm the Deadlands. I guess that's where we are. Let's find the cultist before he does something terrible.
Yes, let's. While I'm at it, I'm going to just quickly check my skills. So, Leeching Strikes boosts. Reaper's Mark does that. Ambush is my opener. Killer's Blade. I need to get some more stabby on here. This is one of the things I'm not particularly fond of when it comes to ESO. You only get 5 abilities on without switching weapons. Now, where did all my stabby stuff go? Incap Strike. Weapons. Dual Wield. Suppose we could drop Ambush and replace with Blood Craze. Have a bit of fun with that. Okay. Let's go find this nutcase of a cultist.
I gave the mortals everything they requested, and yet we come to this.
The leader of our order. He sent me to find the 4 ambitious.
Heavy block, and he's dead. Oh. Hello, scamps. Hello, cute. I'm not that cute then. Poison 1, poison 2. Dead, and dead. Okay, back into stealth. Let's see if we can slip around this pair.
My arrows will make short work of the cultist. I'm not too sure about Mehrunes Dagon.
You don't say. It'll slip there, and happily, you can stab Remora. There we go. Slippy, slippy stab, slippy, slippy. Oh, Orgrim. Alright, well, we'll just take the high road. Bolt past him.
The leader of the Waiting Flame sent me to finish what the Black Streak started.
Whoop. Nice try.
I have invested a significant amount of effort into your ambitions.
And then he hits the slow. Nice and simple. Snipe in the face. Just fall over, thank you. Alright, so, what more ominous plot conversations can we have? Do that guy, plenty. Come on. Yoink. Poison. And he's dead. Sometimes it's so much easier to do your stabbing at a distance. There he is. Get into range. Oh, he's got some backup. Fine. Stabby. Actually, can I slip past those guys? Maybe. Maybe. Or maybe not. Fine.
Eat arrows, you rotters!
Nice try.
I hate wasting expensive arrows on the likes of you.
Well, you could just stab him then. It's so much easier. Ah, that's not a waste of expensive arrows. That's definitely not a waste of expensive arrows. Honest. Stabby, stabby, stab. Is he going to charge me? No. Right. That's a problem. Okay, maybe it's not a problem. Okay, next. Oh. Ah, a Daedroth. Yes, that's one of the things that exploded in the anecdote. You can understand why it was messy. Ooh. Charcoal. I don't know what I expected to find in it, but great. Okay, let's see. Let's lead with a snipe, then poison him, and then knock back, That did not do anything like what I wanted it to. And he's very, very, very fond of fireballs. And everything else. Poison him again. That's nice. Stabby, ultimate. I should have interrupted that. And he's dead anyway, so I don't really care. Right. Moving on.
Yet, the ambitions have been misplaced, and the bargain struck remains unfulfilled.
Whoops.
They command me, Lord Dagon. I shall do whatever you ask.
Bad thing to say to a
You want my
Daedra.
ambitions? Then prove your worth and destroy the intruders.
Oh. Hi?
Arise, Kraskoff! Destroy those who would defy Lord Dagon!
Oh. Great, a Titan. A very angry Titan. Right, breach him. Lead with rapid attacks. Go for poison. And then snipe. Pour it on. Do you have any idea how bad it is to ask a Daedric Lord for favours? Dodge, dodge, dodge. Poison him again. Oh, goody. You know what? Pile on the Titan. How about no? Or better yet, I'll poison you and I'll poison him. Snipe up. Don't collide with bush. Don't stand in the fire. Chuck another mead and another mug of mead. Chuck another mug of mead, and we have in fact fallen down. Stand clear the flames. Okay, Titan is down. And he's down to 1/2. Right, let's close in on him. Boat and leech. And he's down. Huzzah!
You bested my follower, mortals. So I shall permit you to leave my realm with your lives. Step through the portal and be gone.
What can I say? He might be the Prince of Change, Destruction, and generally bad news. Oh, quit your whining, it's done.
That's it? No talking, no explanations? Just go home, little mortals? Fine. Come on, let's get out of here.
Well, I mean, if you want to hang around until he gets bored and decides to use that very large axe, fine. Otherwise, get up and get into the portal. I realise it's a bit small, but that's a minor detail. So,
A portal from Oblivion?
yep.
And you, little mortal, emerging with hardly a scratch? Come, tell me everything.
What can I say? I'm just that good.
You never cease to intrigue me, little mortal. Is that the distinct scent of Mehrunes Dagon and the Deadlands that lingers about you like a cloud of flesh flies?
No, I rolled in
Never
a
mind about that.
bonfire, but it's about the
Tell me
same thing.
what you learned and how you ended up in Dagon's realm. Yes. The Order of the Waking Flame has been particularly persistent in trying to run down this secret for themselves. Speaking of which, did you learn any more about Leovik's secret?
Yeah, turns out Dukrak, the Black Drake, and Mehrunes Dagon cut a deal.
Interesting. I recall something about that. The mortal who went on to become the first of the Longhouse Emperors attempted to make deals with a number of the Daedric princes. My own lord included.
And only Dagon
Any
offered? Huh.
indication about the terms of this bargain?
Some weapons, the 4 ambitions. Oh, and we've got a list of people who the cult know the secret. And we probably need to get to them first.
Well, little mortal, your course is clear. We have barely plumbed the depths of this mystery. You must find the people on this list and discover the truth of the 4 ambitions. Meanwhile, I have other avenues to explore.
Oh, lucky me. Alright, Everly, what's up? How are the fractured ribs?
Now that the scary Daedra lady is gone, let's talk.
Oh, she is gone as well.
That was kind of exciting. I've never been to any part of Oblivion before. A lot of it felt familiar, though, like places I've seen in my dreams lately. Anyway, thanks to everything we learned, I know exactly what needs to happen next.
What does need to happen next, Everly?
We need to find the people on that list. Warn them about the Dark Brotherhood. See what they can tell us about the ambitions. And what I should do with this book. Hey, thanks, by the way. I never got the rest of my pay, but I can spare this for now.
Oh, that reminds me. Where did you get the ward-breaking amulet ability?
I'll start the search in Leywin. That's where Chief Counselor Lovidicus was, last I heard. I think he's helping to govern the city or something.
Right.
Once I get the lay of the land, I'll send word to you. You know, in case you still want to help and all.
Hey, you're going to carry on paying me? Works for me. Will you be alright hanging on to the totally not Mysterium Xerxes?
I think so. This all started when Farrell Lupus sent me to find this book. And that put me on the trail of Emperor Leovik's secret. Now we know that the secret concerns a deal made with Mehrunes Dagon and something called the Four Ambitions.
But that's all we know, and our main source has turned up dead, which is a bit inconvenient.
Well, we know the Dark Brotherhood murdered Farrell Lupus, who turned out to be the Emperor's steward. And we know that the Waking Flame are Dagonists seeking the Ambitions. In Leovik's notes, the Ambitions were described as some sort of weapons.
In fairness, this is Mehrunes Dagon we're talking about. Weapons are kind of his stock in trade.
Yeah, not sure how I feel about the scary Daedra lady, but her ominous warning makes my leaves shudder. If Mehrunes Dagon has his sights set on Tamriel, we're in for all sorts of disasters. Whatever the Longhouse Emperor's promised, it can't be good.
Hooray?
Right. I'm not an expert on Imperial politics, but I recognize Leviticus's name. He was on the Elder Council before the Empire fell.
Oh, great.
I remember listening to a herald in Eldenroot. They brought news that Leviticus was alive and serving in Leywin.
Cool. And what do we know about Leywin?
Not a lot, really. I've never been up in that area. As far as I know, it's an Imperial city on the Topal Bay. So far, it's been able to keep the Three Banners Wall mostly away from its borders. Or so the heralds have reported.
Leywin. I have a vague memory about the Count and Countess of Leywin and a minor little secret that they are sitting onto. I think they're vampires, but that's a minor thing.
I don't know. I usually just make things up along the way.
Oh,
I
wonderful.
suppose I'll offer my assistance and see what happens. Once I make some contacts, I'll send word. If you're still interested in solving this mystery, you can meet me then.
Yep, and then for us, time on PC, will be the 1st of June. That wraps up the prologue to Blackwood, stroke the Gates of Oblivion. And I have been Yusril. Until next time, farewell.